This is absolutely crazy. I have right here one of Bryson DeChambeau's actual grips. Yes, the actual grips. Just look at the difference in size. On the left is the grips that I'm currently using. On the right is Bryson's. And this has 10 layers of tape. Just look at them in my hands right there. The difference is crazy. Now I want to answer 3 main questions today. Who should use these grips? How should you hold it? And what exactly are they meant to do? You're probably also thinking, how do I know these are the actual grips that Bryson uses? Well, during the Open at Royal Liverpool, Bryson headed to Scottsdale Golf. He needed his clubs rebuilding, he needed his clubs puring, and the only place near and in the vicinity was Scottsdale Golf. This was all on the Thursday evening ahead of the Friday round. And all of the manufacturers had left, so he only had one place to go. Let's start by answering this question. What are they meant to do? I will go through that in a second, but oh my, that makes it feel really weird. Let me just hit one away here. Oh my, I don't know where this is gonna go. Wow, that was a little bit surprising right there. We're 170 yards out and that was a laser straight over that flag. That was a good shot. So, these grips are meant to do a few things. Number 1, create a stronger, more relaxed grip, create better accuracy, and reduce how much these hands move through the golf ball. Because simply, this grip is thicker, it sort of takes your hand out the shot a little bit. And finally, which is a point that I find quite strange, give you more distance. I tell you what, that was an absolute rocket. It has gone through the green, so let's take a few steps back. Okay, we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 steps further back. So we're touching now 190 mark. Now the first thing that I would say is, it feels really weird. I thought the head would feel really light, but I'm not getting that. It feels quite heavy in the grip end, and the grip's not anywhere near as spongy as I thought. I feel like right now I'm gonna leave that face open. I mean, just look at my glove hand. My fingers can't even touch. And then when I place my right on, it's not even touching either. This is crazy. Let us know down below if this is something you ever considered, but also, right, what grips you're using right now. Okay, let's hit 2 more shots from here. Ooh. Oh, I did leave that one a little bit open. It was hit well. Oh dear. Get down. Get down. That was ripped. That is straight. Can't club toe with that. That was straight down the flag and very, very unsmooth. Numbers wise, 185 carry, 123.6 ball speed. It does feel quite strange, I'm not gonna lie. We've hit 3 shots there from the fairway. I now want to hit some from the rough and off the tee. But let's go into that next question. How on earth are you even meant to hold it? Now, because this grip is thicker, that's why I feel personally right now, I might hang a few shots out to the right, because it's reducing how much my hands can move through the golf ball, therefore leaving my face a little bit open. But let's now go into question number 2. How should you hold it? Now, because this grip is so much thicker, you will automatically start to grab this club more in the palm of your hand without even thinking about it. Look, this is what I mean by more in the palm compared to my normal grip right here, which is more in the fingers, less of a distance in here, and more of my squishy bit on top. Automatically more in the palm. You do really feel like it's a lot bigger in your hands, but I guess like it's only something to get used to. I also feel with that, my grip is a little weaker in my left hand, and it's a little bit harder to get this club and hands more on top. But it's only, I think, because I've been used to gripping it a certain way for a certain length of time. So simply, you will be encouraged to grip this club more in the palm on your glove hand, and then your right hand or your non-glove hand will sit more like this. So don't worry and don't try and get this meaty bit to sit on top. You want, the idea is, as much of your hand in contact with that grip as possible, but assure you, right, this will happen automatically. Now, they don't come cheap. They're around about £13 a grip. And I got these done at Scottsdale, and the Jumbo Max LG patent number here on the bottom. And there's sort of like a rubbery finish on this material that sort of, it's harder than it feels. And what I mean by that is, I was looking at it thinking it would be sort of squishy, but it's not. It feels quite firm, it feels quite hard. I guess there's a little more squish and feel than there is on a normal grip, like the ones I use. But yeah, you've got this sort of ridged area on the bottom, these sort of nice details along the top with the logo in here. I feel like I should be stood here like giving it the full like Bryson sort of look to this backswing. Now, this is going to be seriously interesting because when I'm in the rough, I feel like I've got to put a little more hand speed into the shot in order to get it the distance. We maybe are a little far out here, but nevertheless, I'm going to give this an absolute bash. Let's see how this performs now out the rough. So here we go, first shot away. Now, I absolutely ripped this, but again, it was a little bit up the right wing, but right out the middle, and I think distance-wise, it looks really good. And I came back a few yards, that was quite ambitious. I was around that 185 mark, exactly where we hit them out the fairway. Okay, then my next shot here, I aimed a little further left and literally just hit this as hard as I could. Now I'm gonna say one thing right now. I feel like I've had a little bit of a revelation here. You know, you watch this channel a lot, I struggle with a left miss, like literally a horrible left miss. I guess when my hands get a little too much involved, I feel like I can hit the ball as hard as I can right now, or hard as I want, and I'm not gonna miss it left. A little revelation. So that right there is where I finished with the first shot, and the second shot finished down there. That got, well, straight down that banner, straight down that flag. We literally have one question left to answer. Who should use these grips? And I'll be honest with you, I'm genuinely, after the first couple of shots, I was like, yeah, this feels strange. I'm hanging it out to the right. Probably not something I would ever consider. Right now, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm due a new set of irons, and I'm thinking right now, this could really suit me. This could really suit me in the irons and the driver. Now, I know there'll be alterations in terms of having to get the right swing weight. But, if you said to me, who are these grips designed for? Number one, I'd say for people with injuries. So, for example, if you had wrist injuries, a bit of arthritis, essentially you don't have to close your hands up as much, and there's then less pressure through your joints. The second person who I think would be good for these grips is somebody who gets a little bit like me, handsy through that release. Thicker grips reduce how much your wrists can get involved. Partly because it's in the palm, and partly just because it's quite big to hold. I sort of fit that category really well. I do. Ooh. Am I gonna be one of those golfers? That was hit so good. For me, that then, if I'd hit that, that would have moved in quite a lot with my normal grip. But I've just kept that on the right inside of the green. Wow, that's middle back. I'm getting very excited about the idea of using these grips. I've not missed a single shot left, which is my bad shot. It really is my bad shot. So let's now hit another one of these in here. That was ripped again, a little bit with the right. I'm just finding it hard to trust that. But you know what, that's got a great members bounce, and we are on the green, 2 for 2. Another thing that I would add to this is if you're someone who overhooks and overdraws the golf ball, like you've seen right there, I'm really struggling to turn it over, miss it left. I keep going on about it, but I actually tried to draw that one into that flag and couldn't. Now you might be looking at that going, Alex, I would love to draw it. Well, if you're someone who slices it, stay away from these grips. But let me know down below in the comments, what do you think of these grips? We've gone and answered, what are they meant to do? How do they work? And who are they aimed at? Just have a look at these shots right here. Ball number 1 at the back there, and ball number 2 over here to that flag. Whether I feel I've got more distance and power, hard to say if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But overall, I do feel more accurate. I do feel that my hands are doing less, and yeah, apart from that distance category, it's hard to sell it, as you can see with my hair. It is very windy today, but I don't feel like I've lost power. So that might say a lot. I am genuinely shocked at how I have just performed with that grip on my 7-iron overall. Shall I do it? If this video gets over 1,000 likes, I will place these on my new set of irons. Yes, you heard it here first. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to How Good Golf.